Hey yo, it's me, the bad guy Zeke 410, back with a brand new episode of WWE Champions. I've been silent because the bad guy, quite frankly, didn't feel the need to speak. I only speak and drop videos when I feel necessary. I'm not just going to drop a video to get some likes that are meaningless to me. I'm going to drop content that I feel that needs to be heard and shared with all of you who care and have rode with me from the start or have chosen to give me the opportunity today. Things need to change in Champions. The storm is over right now. We just got done a all-women's feud, zombies included. So that white square right there next to my Alexa was meant for the newly introduced zombie who was a female, Charlotte Flair, unnatural selection, powerhouse. Right below her is Ronda Rousey. Both of these champions got something in common. You couldn't just pull these champions like other megas. You had to buy a specific loot for them, just like we had the Screamium loot and the Zombie Rush loot. So you had to basically pull and pull and pull so you can get the amount of shards for them, or you got real lucky and pulled the actual card of them. But with how the shard mechanic has been introduced, you're going to be pulling more shards than you are the actual cards nowadays. And all shard systems seem to be hit and a miss in mobile. So bear that in mind. But knowing the blatant ludicrous deals that are going on, I have to speak on it. And I would drop this highlight of saying that Trish Stratus faction is coming. But again, with these new loots that have been introduced, with you having to buy certain types of coins so you can unlock more shards of specific champions. They have done this with Ronda Rousey. They've done this with Asuka. And now they have done it with Charlotte Flair, unnatural selection powerhouse. We will probably see the same happen with Trish Stratus. And it gets to a point where you have to say enough is enough. Granted, this feud was horrible, horrendous. The Crown ones got it done. 150. We fell down a couple slots, but we're still top 100 bound. And best believe the Crown will always hold you down. So join us, get up with my boy Stone Cold, and we are going to get this thing lit. But there's still high times and low times in anything in life. To be put in a situation where you got to spend money on something is crazy. And I feel that more attention is being put towards the pay-to-play scenario than the free-to-play scenario. There are many top mobile games that flourish from their pay-to-play community, their pay-to-play players. But you could also look out for the free-to-play because some top games do look out for their free-to-play just as much as they do their pay-to-play. And sometimes by taking care of your free-to-play community, maybe that does boost the sales a little bit more because they know they're playing a game that the company cares. And Champions and Scopely hasn't shown that they cared in a mighty long time. Sure, we're getting these free brains. Sure, we're getting these little update letters about, oh, hey, the developmental team is saying this. It doesn't mean anything if there's nothing really following it. They said that the feuds were going to be better. We had 2 team feuds, which I said were the best thing going. There were so many glitches and lags over this weekend, you would have thought it was a 5-team feud. Come on now. And again, to put this kind of pressure on people, ever since females have showed up, it's either been you have to use resources on them when you were focusing on someone else for your male side of your roster, or it feels like you got to spend X amounts of money to have a chance at them. Like, come on, like Ronda Rousey's loot, Asuka's loot. You had to keep on buying those loot packs and pray to God that you pulled the card, or pray to God that you got lucky and pulled like 100 or 400 of their shards so you could double up that easily. That is asinine, and more than likely they're going to do the same thing with guys in the future, and that is horrible. There are games that I play like Dokkan Battle, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, Disney Heroes Battle Mode, where they introduce new characters, they introduce these top tier characters and stuff, and you know what they do? Once they've been introduced on the banner or whatever the event is running for that character, they trickle them down into the other loots. They trickle them down into the regular type pulls so that people have a chance. So, okay, You release Ronda on her own exclusive loot. Stop bringing her back on her own exclusive loot. Bring her on a striker banner. Put her on a banner with next big thing Brock Lesnar, Bray Wyatt, Papa Shango, Ricky Steamboat. Instead of making me wail out continuously on her shards, give me a proper shot at the actual champion on a class banner. The same could be done with Asuka. Put her on a banner with Stardust, Alberto Del Rio, Technician DDP. People are still going to go for it. And aside from that, free-to-play needs more love. On games like Dokkan Battle, they always have events running. You can run events for your resources all day and all that day, and nobody is getting hurt. No one is losing out. You can get everything that you need every single day. We're to that point now where we need the content. And with that content needs to be new champions, free-to-play champions. Because you're focusing so much in on the pay-to-play side, you're forgetting and you're blacklisting the free-to-play side. And you're going to always have more free-to-play players than you have pay-to-play. So give us new champions. Give us ways to get 4-star tokens. Give us ways to get more diamonds fairly. Not no 20 diamonds here, 50 diamonds there. Give us a solid shot at getting the 1,000 diamonds that we need to pull for our 4 stars. Because right now, you can only get a 4-star if you had enough resources ahead of time so you can clear out certain event milestones, or if you're dropping mad money. That's the only way that you're getting a 4-star. That's just the God honest truth. And it's the same way with females. The only way you're getting a top tier female is if you're grinding it out free to play, like giving up your entire life so you can get all the resources for them exclusively so you can use them for your women and still have enough for your men, or you're buying pack after pack, and that is not right. So we need to start having new situations. Now, obviously, the Crown Jewel pay-per-view is up in the air, but I'm using this as an example. If they did do a Crown Jewel event in Champions, make the featured champion that everyone gets out of there use the shards, but give us enough shards through that event that we unlock, let's say, Powerhouse Brock Lesnar or Showboat Braun Strowman, since they were featured in the main event. If we're going towards the evolution pay-per-view with these women, with Trish Stratus, who's more likely going to be presented like Ronda and Charlotte and Asuka, then give us a couple free-to-play women. We have Paige's pay-to-play, right? Give us the rest of her clique. Give us Sonya Deville. Give us Mandy Rose. If you want to go on the Raw side, then give us a tour for, women for Evolution Tour, and give us, the first day that runs, you get enough shards to unlock Sarah Logan. You do the next day, you get enough shards to get Liv Morgan. You do the final couple days run, you have enough shards to unlock Ruby Riott. This would look out for people. This would let people know that Champion, Scope Lee, Kung Fu Factory, whoever's in charge, cares. Because the way these cash grabs have been going, you got the OG Vincent Kennedy McMahon, like straight up throbbing his ear like crazy. Like, why didn't I think about this? Why not think about this? And that's not cool, yo. We need more attention to the product so that we have more people joining. Because right now, my mentor, Lil C24, has quit the game. He was the stream master. He was the guy that came out with all the gameplay videos that everyone was watching. And because personal life became more fun, more intriguing, more happy, he left. Same with my broskies, Vengeful One and Davy Boy. Both of them are gone. OGs of this game. Now, I'm not speaking for everybody, but that has to mean something. When you got guys who were at the forefront pushing this game, and now they're at a point where they don't care, they quit, that's something that you need to take notice of. And as proud as I am of my Crown Ones, this is also something that not only affects individual players, but entire factions. Not everybody wants to be forced to be using females. Not everybody wants to be forced to use, zombies. I understand feuds have requirements. That's always been a thing. But To put two requirements together that you know haven't been the best received is very sad. And it's a shame that certain champions like Trish Stratus, she won't get her just due. It can't just be, oh, make her a mega superstar banner. No, more than likely they're going to apply the same thing like they did with Charlotte, Asuka, and Ronda with this loot, and it's going to ruin the experience. It's going to ruin the debut of someone great. And now, with the 1000th episode of SmackDown coming around, with Rey Mysterio being officially signed back to WWE, what happens with Rey? Are they going to start doing men with the shards like this? That's going to tarnish so much opportunity. And again, we are at a space where everybody can be doing something. Everybody can be doing something. The pay-to-play can have tours. The free-to-play can have tours. Everybody can be winning. But if Scopely cannot get their heads out of their asses, we are going to lose more players. We're going to lose our community. We're going to lose all the hard work that we have put in. And I'll be damned if I see that happen. So I'm just saying, it is time for us to start using our voice and letting people know what's up. The pay-to-play is cool. You need to keep the lights on. You need to make a living. But take care of everyone. Give free-to-play players an opportunity at the things that pay-to-play has. And make it more fair. Make it fair. That's all that we ask. That's all that I'm asking. And if you approve, cool. If you don't, it is what it is. But we all got a voice, and I chose to use mine. And I'm wishing for nothing but the best for this outcome because I love this game, and I don't want to see any more people leave. I don't want to see anybody feel cheated. I don't want anyone to feel slighted. But when you got your company, when you have the company of the game that you love, blatantly just continually putting out these deals, but one aspect of the game continues with the pay-to-play side. You keep on getting innovative about that, how to get money like that, but you're being less and less innovative on how to take care of your free-to-play community. That's a problem. And bad times don't last, but bad guys do. And I really hope that these bad times pass fast, man, because I really love this game. It broke my heart when I found out Lil C quit. It broke my heart when I found out Davey Boy and Vengeful left. I don't want anyone else to leave, but ultimately, when you got a game that's literally making it more and more about the money, I mean, it's kind of easy. It's kind of easy to find the exit door too. And so that's just the video, y'all. I'll be back with more content. I'm going to be coming out with videos to help everyone out. But until then, man, just keep your heads up. Let me know your thoughts. I just don't like that we've literally been put in a situation where you have to pay for your 4 stars. You literally have to pay to play to have an advantage now. It's literally like, if you don't have a 4-star, you're screwed. If you don't have a top female, you're screwed. If you don't got a top tier male champion, you're screwed. It literally takes away options. You're literally either living and abiding by a list, working on champions that were on your roster that you didn't even care for, and now you got to pump all this stuff into them because they're number 1 at 4-star or 3-star. It just puts some type of pressure that shouldn't be needed or felt. And I want to relieve that pressure. So stay tuned. Crowned Era, family first, royalty always. Peace.